is a different type of game than the last one. So let's see if CDUB can pull it back.
All right, the game has begun, which means prediction time. Number of ancient camps stacked by 30 minutes. So Medusa wants them, and Troll wants them.
Yeah, let's say 11
30
to 15.
minutes. Yeah, I was gonna say that as well. Don't steal my stuff. Team with the first tower kill.
I'm gonna say CDUB for DP.
Okay, I'm fine with that. Total number of smoke gank kills at game end. Oh, this one's impossible.
Let's see if the smoke works first. We have a minute.
I get some inside information here. We got 50 seconds to go.
All right, the smoke's expired. All right, you can guess.
All right. I'm going to say 5 to 8.
Yeah.
Team who places the most observer wards, I pronounced that correctly, by game end.
I mean, just a coin flip, right? Let's just say Alpha for me. You can take the other team then.
No, why would you? I think Alpha's going to win, so I will take Alpha.
I mean, the losing team can place more obs too.
Yes, but
I'll take CDUB.
Whatever, Cinderin.
It's all good.
Man, I'm going to lose that 50-50. I'm going to be so angry. I always lose the 50-50s. All right, so game number 2. CDUB, if they lose this, they are out. Eliminated. Wait. Oh, did I actually block them off? No, it did not. What was that picture? Oh my goodness!
I'm actually surprised that doesn't block though. When you looked at the debris, it looked like it covered the entire way to the wall. But
dude, I want a highlight reel of just that picture. That really tickled me. That's a good one.
I think he's in disbelief that it didn't block them. Actually, like you're looking at that, it looked like a clean block, but no, that was a little pixel.
Actually, I will say on my terrain, it did not look like a block, which is why I was questioning it.
Pay to win,
but I guess so. Monkey King terrain all the way, baby. You use default, I assume. You're a pleb. Let's see,
boomer.
All right, so it's gonna be Mark in the mid lane on the beast. On the Primal Beast again, this time against Soul's Storm Spirit. How do you think that this one fares instead of the Zeus?
I think this is a better lane for Primal until Storm. Oh, King was dying, actually. He went for a really good aggressive play early on with the Medusa in tandem. They did a ton of damage to Sexy Fat, but then he overstepped a little bit trying to keep the harassment going, and then he got flung back by Dispose. And I mean, you're a measly Dazzle, you're not getting out of that. Arise is actually going to be in trouble too. This Orb of Venom is amazing.
Oh, Dispose and dead. 2 kills in this top lane. Sexy Fat, Siphon, and this is going to be another death for Pingu. Gets the high 5 off, and double kill for Sexy Fat.
All right, this is just straight up tragic.
Yeah, CDUB
and he denies 2 creeps while Medusa is TPing in, insult to injury.
Disposed again. No way, they do this again. There's no way. There's no Spirit Siphon up right now, but he gets stunned. Rises. Is this going to be another death for him? They're going to die for it. They get it. Oh my God. What am I watching?
I don't think I've seen a lane lose this hard in 2 minutes. They both died twice in 2 minutes. Neither of them has TP to get back to lane. They're losing this full wave almost before Dazzle gets there to tower experience. I mean, you don't want to say it, but this lane is just over, right? Dazzle is level 1, Deuce is level 1, DP is level 3, and Marcy is level 3 and 1 creep. Like, how are you meant to play this lane now? Every time you go to the creep wave, you're just going to get jumped on and disposed, and you're going to die.
Yeah, and Medusa has to smoke just to get there a little bit faster. That's the desperation there.
This is straight up
in the top lane.
Terrible. Yeah, look at it too. He doesn't care. Like, what are you guys going to do?
Yeah, they're going for more. Spirit Siphon is there. Pingu gets disposed back, and he's dead. So they just continue to feed in this top lane. And they're pulling the creeps now, but Rise is at least getting some experience now. My goodness. This is a train wreck. Holding on to that second point. He's just going to pull the wave himself. That Pingu can get something out of this.
Yeah, Sexy Fat's going to get 2 waves in tower for free now. So level 4 inbound for DP.
Yeah, that Marcy pick really paying dividends. My goodness. Yeah. And in the mid lane, we're going to see some aggression. But Soul gets off his electric vortex, so he is going to get disposed though. But it's not going to be that much follow-up. In fact, Atuf, he's worth quite a bit. So Soul taking that for himself.
Well, if you are stomping top lane, you can obviously go to another lane and pay it back to make it. That's true. That's a gentleman's gank right there. In that mid lane, helping out.
I mean,
Soul.
if he did that and Trample was up, then I think they get the kill. But it was just used right before that.
There. I mean, it's one of those things where you're just feeling yourself, right? You're like, oh my god, I'm owning everywhere I go. Kill, 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 kill. And then you gotta sometimes, take it easy, take a step back and realize, okay, mid lane is not going like top lane.
Pingu's dead again,
So we're back to top.
That's where we can get our kills, no problem.
Fun up here, let's be honest. Let's go.
That is death number 4 on the Dazzle. We're gonna see an Earthshaker now TP in to help out Rises. Actually, he cancels it. Uh-oh. And I think Medusa's dead again, Cinderin. Although TP's coming, disposed back.
Oh, he's getting the kill.
The shield is there, and Rises will somehow stay alive. And not only that, he'll kill Atuf.
This is a masterclass in safe lane strategy. You make them feel confident, you build them up, and then you take them down. And now they're going to feel horrible. If they die again in this lane, they're going to feel like, oh my god, we threw.
Medusa is middle of the pack with net worth. I cannot believe I'm saying that.
It's actually unbelievable that they recovered this from that position. I think if Marcy hadn't gone mid, they would never have stood a chance up here. He just wanted to expand the lead to other lanes, but in reality, they could have just kept running at them in this top lane, killing again and again.
Yeah, I was gonna give an early MVP to Atuf, but now I'm gonna have to retract that emphatically, Cinderin, because he's brought this game back to even almost single-handedly. Gracious.
Know your limits.
Yeah, the Soul is winning the mid lane by a slight margin in terms of XP. He hit 6 before Mark. Yeah. But top 3 net worth still on the side of CDUB. As Sexy Fat now, not level. I mean, I feel like it's only 5.5 minutes now. I was saying not quite level 6 yet, but obviously. Not able to use Exorcism on this tower, but they're still pressuring it pretty nicely.
Yep. And Rises is very scared. He's just standing in the tree line, not even trying to see us the siege creep. That's quite a lot of gold that he could have just went out and fired a single arrow to claim, but just very, very cautious here.
Got PTSD. Can't blame him.
I think at this point you also need to be not to be overly careful. You're level 5. You have a point in mana shield. You're not that free kill that you were a few minutes ago. It's not as terrible anymore.
He needs to build his confidence first before he can go out into the real world. Just one of those things.
Well, he's going to build his confidence in the jungle. This is where he can feel like the best.
Yeah,
I am so strong. I'm winning 1v5 in the jungle. All right, he still needs to have his hand held by Pingu, so baby steps here.
Well, Pingu just really needs XP. He's level 2, for God's sake. So treads will be finished here for Rises, so that is something to be very proud about at the 7-minute mark. But this is a hero that can bounce back if given enough space, so definitely not out of the woods.
And it is a good Medusa game later, so it's not like it's irreparable, but definitely an uphill climb ahead of them for a while. And a lot of it's going to come down to what Soul can accomplish on this Storm Spirit. If he can kind of just make some...
Uh-oh. Rises. He's going to get disposed here in just a moment. This is with the help of the Exorcism and Spirit Siphon. Soul jumps in, but a nice grave from Pingu, keeping them at bay. Atuf is going to die again. They do lose the Medusa. That's going to be a double kill for Sexy Fat, but Soul, he is doing quite well. Almost done with the Soul Ring now. Gets a double kill. Obviously, not great that your position 1 dies for the 3rd time already.
I think Soul should have prioritized the DP. I actually think they could have kept Medusa alive.
Yeah, for sure.
He went and vortexed the Marcy because it looks like the easy kill, but when that shallow grave comes out, your Medusa will live, and you can kill that DP and all 3 of you stay alive. That's a massive win. In the end, yeah, you do get the kill, but now it came at the cost of your 2 allies that could have both survived if you had chosen differently, so not ideal.
2K lead for CDUB.
Yeah, Double King is having a great time as well. We haven't talked about that too much.
true. The Troll Warlord. Top 4 net worth, but still, 3 of the 4 are still on the side of CDUB, so they're sitting pretty at the moment. He's going for the Battle Fury. And has the Ring of Health to be able to sustain this farm in the jungle. And on the side of the Mark Primal Beast, we have yet to see his rotation, but starting to move out now.
All right, Double King getting jumped by Storm. They have the Shaker follow up. He will not get ulti.
Yeah.
Nice.
Looks like Troll is going to die. Rises actually dodges the gank in the top lane, so a very good turn of events from Alpha. Nice job playing it safe for Rises. Obviously playing scared this whole game. It's minute 0, it feels like. And now a tier 1 tower. Going to be pressured. Salacious Sea Lion. He's in the area. He's going to be spotted, and he's only level 3, so...
Oh, is that another
the fissure missed again, yes.
Oh.
Just making sure nobody's on the other side of the terrain, inside the outskirts of the border.
Imagine if the map was round, and when you fissured out of bottom, it came out top as well.
That's true. This actually proves that the Dota map is flat, Cinder.
Yes.
Oh my god. I feel like they should add that just for sanity's sake.
And
you know?
we've had Dota for a really long time, and there's been no climate change as well. I think there's a lot to be learned from this game.
Wow.
Oh, here comes Primal Beast.
Rises, yep, with the help. Oh boy, he's in a lot of trouble. Pulverize with the exorcism here. Soul comes in to try to get some collateral. As Monster gets a black hole, it's going to connect onto 2 with the Enchant Totem coming out. They're only going to get the support for now, though. And Sexy Fat keeping very alive thanks to the Spirit Siphon, but he's not going to be able to find a kill quite yet. Electric Vortex, nice grave, keeping Soul alive. They're not going to be able to kill off anybody else. And Sexy Fat likely will heal to a high degree. Another missed fissure. Gracious. Can you check what Flea's ping is by any chance?
He's warming up. He'll hit the good ones later.
Can you check his ping, please?
Is he
I just need to
maxing
know.
Aftershock? If he goes 1-1-3, I feel like this is very outdated. Basically, every Pro Shaker right now goes 3-1-1 and then goes for a shard into Dagger. If he's going to max Aftershock and then rush Blink, that is very uncharacteristic for this hero. But he might choose it this game because he's worried about pacing. Like if he's playing it the slow and usual way, that it's just going to be too late. This is... Oh, he's holding the skill point for now.
Okay. We'll also see if these jungle camps get taken out. They do to a pretty high degree. Double King. It's a neutral item for his efforts, and Rises has to just deal with the scraps.
The thing is, though, the Radiant lead hasn't really grown in the last 6 minutes. It's about the same. Okay, slightly higher, like a few hundred gold higher, so...
Bottom lane, Mark getting initiated on. Flea is there with the Enchant Totem. Fissure this time connects onto 2. You're right, Cinderin.
It's warming up.
Just saving it. Wants to make that epic comeback.
This is...
So the rest, outside of that top lane, I feel like the rest of the heroes from Alpha are actually doing pretty respectable.
Absolutely, and this was going to be a game where Storm needs to take over, and he's on that path right now. 5-0-2, he's going to get the Bounty Rune to refill his bottle, so he could make his next move. Unfortunately for him, the Power Rune is not going to be his. That will be an Invis grabbed up by a Tooth. And that was outside of Dire Vision, so this could lead to a Medusa kill once again. Rises and Double King actually just looking at each other farm in the same area. Kind of funny situation. This is very dangerous for Rises. Look at the map.
He does have Stone Gaze, though.
Yeah, if he gets that off, that is...
Here comes
lose Pingu.
The onslaught, and Pingu is going to be able to grave himself. Dispose. Oh, he gets to the high ground. Rises, forced to use Stone Gaze, attempting to TP out. Should be successful. Really nice placement. And Dazzle in the trees. TP out.
Wow. Right, they lost nobody.
Okay.
If they don't lose this tower, this is such a big win, actually. That's a 5-man Radiant rotation. They have... Oh, they don't have Glyph. So that's the saving grace here. It's actually going to be a 2-2. That makes it worth it. Overall, probably for CDUB, but I would love to get a kill there for sure.
Yeah, they get the tier 2, now the TP mid, and the only tower that Alpha has right now is that tier 1 bot, where Monster still in that lane. Almost done with his Wraith Pact. So pretty much the cookie cutter build that we've been seeing on the Enigmas lately.
Yeah. Soul is rushing Kyosanj. We'll get that together with level probably 13.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It'll be very, very strong. I wonder if this is the kind of game where you can actually go Orchid after. I don't think you have too many concerns about absolutely needing a defensive item. There's no instant stuns. You're playing against Onslaught, which you can hear. You're playing against Marcy's Jump, where you can sometimes, at least if you have some sort of vision, you can react. So.
Mark took the 10 talent, Cinderin.
Dire's middle
8%
tower
magic
is
resist
Alright.
during trample.
I mean, there is a lot of magic damage this game, but
There is.
oh, the Onslaught talent is just so good.
This one feels just awful. 5.5 seconds of 20% magic resist. That's a talent.
Yeah,
That
some
has
some
to be one of the
heroes
worst.
get like 15% permanent magic.
Exactly. Oh,
Good catch.
pulverize, but it's just an Omni Knight in the area, so yeah, nothing to follow it up with. He has a regen rune as well.
If DP was a part of that play, I think that would have been a kill, but she was already headed back top to farm.
Regeneration.
DP. I mean, Alpha on the top side of the map, they have just played ultra passive, but on the bottom side, it's like night and day difference.
Okay,
Oh, we
Fleet.
have an Echo Slam in that bot lane. Atoof is dead.
That's a dagger.
That is his
he
5th
wants to
death
buy
of the
it.
game.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Brown
under
Boots
attack.
Blink. I feel like I have not seen this in so long on Shaker.
Yeah,
Support,
this
that
old
is.
school. Old school stuff.
Yeah.
He's still thinking about it, apparently.
Yeah.
There we go.
Maybe he's really old school, so he was trying to find the old Dota 1 shop with the dagger and pick the correct shop out of the 4 different options he had.
Yeah, those are always tough to find. The
Or he
Radiant
went
and
to a
Dire.
shop and he wrote Kellen's, and there were 0 results.
Is that what the name was?
Kellen's Dagger of Escape.
Really? I don't remember that. Now, Roche is going to be taken out. Looks like a freebie. The Double King going to get a nice Aegis for himself. Does require the Exorcism, but well worth it.
Well worth it. Sure, you get that Aegis on Troll with Battle Fury. You're probably not going to put this Aegis to too much use. I think you still need to build up your Troll. You already got the top tier 2 tower, which this Aegis would usually be used for, so you have that outpost advantage already going your way. But if you do want to make a move on mid tier 2, I wouldn't be opposed to it with the next EXO, especially if DP finds level 12. But for now, just farming Aegis, I think.
CDUB with that 3k lead. So Sexy Fat, well on his way to the BKB.
Radiant's bottom tower
And I'm
is
sure there's
under
going to be a lot of BKB timing, especially with the Primal Beast as well. Although is it coming to him now? Yes, okay. So that isn't going to align perfectly with the other 2 cores, but in the next few minutes, all 3 will have BKBs. And from Alpha side, what's their power spike? Because they don't have, like, Medusa's not a hero that will buy BKB. Enigma is obviously going to go for the Blink first.
The Blink
it's
on
just Storm.
Enigma will be pretty handy against those BKBs, though, when they come into play. Not necessarily because they can kill during the BKBs, but he can use it to, in combination with Stone Gaze, buy enough time to, you know, either reset or get Storm the ability to do cleanup crew after, or maybe kill a support at the very least in the meantime while those other heroes are controlled. Speaking of which, Atoof, bottom.
Jump
on
bottom,
the
but TP is canceled, so this actually would have been a freebie. At least he didn't realize that. Monster are going to use that Wraith Pact and Eidolons to help push this tier 2 tower. Toof still chilling. Not sure if Flea has actually shown the Blink Dagger yet. But Toof is using that ult to push out the creep wave, but not a lot of push. And the tier 1 mid hasn't taken that much damage. So Alpha, 2 towers behind right now.
You know what I just realized about Atoof? Read his nickname backwards.
Atoof?
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Flea
Oh,
is on him.
you're gonna have to hold that horse, Cinderin.
This time.
Radiant's
Huata?
middle tower
His nickname is FU of the Ancients. Just food for
that a-
thought.
FU of the Ancients. Wow. What a great name. I was waiting for a punchline, it just never came.
Now, the punchline is Salacious Feline 62's nickname backwards. Is actually
Shut up. And that was stupid enough to be funny is we have a big zip in the mid lane. A tooth, whatever the hell you want to be called. F you, the ancients. He's dead. Soul
I'm easily
has his shard at
entertained.
base. Yes, I noticed
So I'm
that.
told. It's nice. Laughing is funny.
So they say.
Bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, the fact that the lead is only 2K is actually concerning for CDUB. Not gonna lie. So
Yeah, I think the game is in an okay state for alpha. With how it started, this is anyone's game right now, which is the best you can hope for when your safe lane dies 4 times in 2 minutes. It's pretty devastating usually, but they've recovered it, so well done.
Yeah. Rises has the Dragonlance Yasha and 1 ultimate orb out of the Scotty components. And this slow, very slow push in the bot lane is continuing at a snail's pace, it feels like. And CDUB just chilling in the mid lane, looking for a potential jump. And again, Atuf doing the usual thing in the bot lane, just blowing the creep wave, slowing down this push. That, like a death by 1,000 knives.
Yep. Eventually this tower will fall. Okay.
Yep,
they're just going in.
Exorcism. Double King has the Aegis for another minute, so this is going to force them back.
That is
Fissure.
a good
I
Fissure,
think
though.
that does
That is
block him this
very good.
time. Yep, with the Midnight Pulse on top and the jump. They're going to get the ult, the Guardian Angel. Will that be enough to stay alive? Yes. Okay.
The thing about this GA though is it's effectively buying time for the Aegis to expire. So I
Yeah,
don't know
that's
how
true.
good that really is. Yeah, this did not
They're just
really
gonna have to
work out
bang.
as well as I think CDUB had hoped for.
And this is a potential opening now for Alpha, knowing that Exorcism is down, Aegis is about to expire,
And
no Guardian
GA.
Angel.
Yeah, absolutely. This is actually a really great time for a smoke move if they could find a good opening here. Don't even necessarily have to prioritize Omni. They might be able to burst one of the cores if they're
I mean,
fast enough.
They could also just be happy with farm.
Yep, that's also a possibility.
I mean, Rises still needs to catch up. He's top 3 net worth though, so he has caught up to a degree. And Monster, I mean, once he gets his BKB, the only thing that can get him out of it is, wait, the root actually won't work, right? That doesn't cancel anything from Troll if he positions himself. So he'd have to get a Basher or Abyssal.
Yeah. Yeah, the BKB Enigma is huge. It's the item for Alpha to just delay for. Because in comparison to the last game and the game we saw earlier today where there was a Warlock counting out the Enigma, and last game there was the Winter's Curse that was at least picked against it, this time there is no BKB counter whatsoever. Maybe you can get fat enough on Marcy to get Basher after BKB. You have really high attack speed with Unleash, so that can be a potential way of solving it, but you probably need a dagger as well before you get in position, right?
Yeah.
Because you can't vault over the black hole. It sucks you in if you jump across it with rebound, so that is not going to work. Pretty tricky.
And Atuf still chilling in the bot lane. He's been stopping this push for seemingly the entire game, it feels like. The Wraith Pact doing some work, but Atuf will be successful in defending again. And now the rest of CDUB getting control of their own jungle, get a nice D ward there, so no vision for Alpha in that area. Enigma actually holding the Specialist Array.
Yeah.
That's going to be a very fearsome attack.
It's 5 all stats, right? What other options does he have?
Well, it's
You
more...
could take the Pupil's Gift, I guess.
I mean, Ring of Aquila definitely very good on Medusa. I wonder how good the other item is, though, for her.
I don't know how it
general.
works with Split Shot. Maybe it's just like...
Oh, it
the
just
amount-
splits your original shot, so it should
Yeah, but
work.
you already have Split Shot, so is that really valuable? I mean, I guess you fire an additional arrow.
Oh, Black Hole with the initiation from Soul. That is going to be a kill on the mark. And just like that, the game is dead even in terms of just the net worth. And Rise is very close to finishing Scotty as well. That is a giant power spike for him. Tier 1 tower being pressured in the bot lane. Fleet showing himself. Has the blink and echo. But this will probably have to be given up.
Oh!
He's
Nice
just going to be
pick
gone
from
on
the two.
instead. Dispose on the other side of his fissure. And a couple more right clicks will do it. And the tier 1 tower will fall, so not sure if they're going to want to continue here, but the tier 1 tower was taken out top, and Rises should have enough gold just about to get that Scotty in the secret shop.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Talk about a comeback story for Medusa. I mean,
Yeah.
still not top net worth, obviously, but you're within striking distance of the troll.
Wow, they give up a full tier 2 though.
Yeah. I mean, they've
Full
already
solo
lost
them.
the top tier 2, so this isn't really a game changer in terms of the outpost. That's already lost. You don't have Black Hole, so you're probably just going to settle for this. I think it's
Dire's
okay.
bottom tower is under attack.
And I think based on how we didn't really talk about the dynamic change with the fortifications, right? But now that you already have 2 tier 2s down, maybe you save. The idea is to save the port for the tier 3 so that you can use it twice on an eventual push into your base.
Did they have Glyph ready for the bottom tower? Because then, yeah, then I think that was
Yes.
their... Yeah, okay. Seems like a
Like
good
this
idea.
tier 2, when it's pushed, I don't know if they fortify. They are trying to defend. No black hole, though, for another 70 seconds. And the Troll Warlord is top net worth, so Double King with the Battle Fury, BKB. His Scotty's still not done, though. But he did get the Dagger of Ristul. Very important, Syndra. Very
Are
important.
scanning.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
they
might.
scan. They think they're going for Roche. They haven't started it yet, though. Could be a
Black Hole's on
potential bait.
cooldown. This is actually really not a good time for Alpha to fight, but they'd have
Yeah,
no
but-
idea.
Yeah, double damage on Double King.
Yeah.
Double
Alright.
damage.
Key moment here. Dusa only level 1 ult. Didn't level it up. I mean, it doesn't kill that
Interesting.
well, but...
All right, they're going to initiate first onto Atuf. He is just dead. And the Fissure are going to stop
wow.
marking his tracks. He has to BKB and retreat. And the Roche is still not dead yet. Soul, he's going to jump in and show himself. Guardian Angel, but the bash comes in. Echo Slam on top of Double King. They're trying to see who gets the Aegis here. Right clicks onto it. The Dire take the
It's
Roshan, but the
Storm.
Aegis taken from Soul as well. So they get everything. He's going to get destroyed, but the Grave keeping him alive. He gets the Shard as well. It was still in the pit. Finally, the Aegis is taken. He can just zip away, or they can just focus down this guy with the Black Hole, and they will do exactly that. Sea Lion not able to help his comrade because he was stuck inside that Black Hole as well. And Alpha getting basically everything out of this. Sea Lion will fall in addition. Big turnaround here, despite not having that Black Hole at the beginning of the fight. They still get good value. The fact that he was able to get the Shard 10 seconds later.
I don't think I've ever seen this in a game. The Aegis gets stolen, which is one thing, right? The Storm
No, it
grabs
didn't
that,
get
which is-
stolen.
No,
They
I
killed
mean,
it too.
Right, but it was not their effort on the Roche, right? Was my
Yes.
point. It wasn't
Yeah.
them getting Roche low. So he steals the kill on the Aegis, and then he fights for 10 seconds, dies out of grave, comes up, and he's like, "Oh, what's this?" Like, there were like 2 or 3 other
Yeah.
heroes next to that shard the entire fight, and they just had it on the ground. All right, Atuf's going to jump in and do so. This is bold.
Yep, Stonegate's not up for another 15 seconds. Atuf with the BKB is going to keep himself very healthy. Rises is actually perfectly fine. Mark trying to create a
He's
little
gonna
bit of
kill him.
space. Rises, he's just going to get the kill very easily. Pulverize on top of him, though. He is in a bit of trouble now, though. He's going to get healed up. Stonegaze is up, though, just in time. And now he can retreat as Mark trying to go into the back line. But there's the Grave to save Pingu again, and that's going to demolish the Primal Beast again as Sexy Fat getting slowed to a very high degree thanks to the Scotty. Pops the BKB, but that's not going to do anything for yourself. And this is just turning upside down in favor of Alpha as Sea Lion looks to be next on their perpetual list that will never end, it seems, as the dominoes just keep falling for CDUB. And Alpha could potentially just try to get the racks here. This is just very sloppy play from CDUB.
Yeah, that's no good, man. That's just no good.
Is that all you have to say?
Oh, God. I'm a little bit at a loss for words of what just happened there. I mean, with how this is going, Alpha is proving to, just be the better team, the way they're placing their heroes around each other, what they're focusing in the fights. For CDUB, it seems very scrappy. Like, the fights are very fragmented. They're not really connecting together. It feels like Primal Beast has a totally different agenda than DP every fight. I think these two heroes should be working together to find key kills and put pressure. But it's like Mark is charging the backline, but he can't kill it because it gets graved. And then the DP gets kited by a Scotty and doesn't really connect on the target that's being locked down. Because keep in mind, you look at the Radiant lineup, they're very limited on stuns. It's Mark and it's one AoE stun from the Marcy. But they're not really combining it and making something meaningful out of it. Meanwhile, Alpha are just weaving in and out. They're using a fissure to poke and find some damage and maybe get a kill. Using Malefice, the Storm is jumping in and out. They're just making it work.
Yeah, Sexy Fat denied a rune that Mark was trying to go for. Actually, no. Sorry, he got it just in time. Linked in right before the deny comes out. But Alpha, they
Straight
have
down mid, they have everything ready.
Yeah. Blink Echo, Blink Black Hole. Rises has Stone Gaze again. He has a Silver Edge now. And not quite finished with the Aghanim Scepter on Soul, but that is going to be
get spicy.
Disgusting. They're going to go for the trades here?
Yeah.
Okay, Exorcism.
The Radiant pushes really fast.
Yeah. Alpha not really reacting yet. They're going to get their Fortify off, though, in the meantime. Maybe they get the melee racks and then try to defend. Yeah, they're going to already get back here with the Black Hole available. Fissure going to block them off. Lee doing a good job. Blink getting continually canceled, so they get the melee racks, and here comes Monster. He gets the Black Hole, but it's only on one, but it is the Troll Warlord. Guardian Angel not going to prevent any of the magic damage coming out. He's taking so much, but does have his ult, does have BKB, but there's a huge Echo Slam. Finally, Double King able to get off that ult, but Rises with the Stone Gaze, keeping the Troll in place. This should be a casual right-click battle for him to win, and he will do so easily. 2 for 1 in favor of Alpha, as now the bodies continue to crumble here. Or CDUB. Sexy Fat getting pursued, getting nice body blocked. Not sure if they're going to be able to... They need a third member, I do believe, because Pingu is not going to do too much. As Sexy Fat, I think, resigned to his death.
What an awkward dance.
And he's going to get brought down by Soul. Trying to look for a high five. Not going to be reciprocated, though. 4 for 1. And they get the melee rack. Oh, I'm sorry. They did not get the melee
They
rack.
lost their ranged racks, but well worth it, I think. That is such a big fight for them to win once again. And similar to the last game, when it comes to late game, Alpha all the way, you know. They're building toward... They have Dusa Enigma Storm as their late game tricore. It doesn't get much more ridiculous than that to win a super long game. And at the rate this is going, we're not even going to get to the stage where these heroes get to show why they have three of the most scary outputs.
Did you get the wrong number for Ancient Stacks? It was only 4.
Wow.
How is that possible? You have a Troll who went Battle Fury and a Medusa. Well, Medusa got trashed.
They did not prioritize it.
Well, if you get trashed, surely that means that you would be stacking more. Then,
yeah, even more so. I was going to say. I just think it hasn't been a priority. And I'm not going to be like, it's a good idea because of this. I just think the team should have done it more. Like, they did not put enough focus on stacking Ancients in this game. Neither side, in my opinion. But...
Okay, so in the end, no Rax was taken for Alpha, but the range Rax was taken by CDUB, but still. Alpha come out on top, clearly. Now a Manta style on Rises. Aghanim Scepter officially on Soul, so the Electric Vortex AoE. So you have 2 Black Holes basically with the Echo Slam on top. It is going to be... Like, this is some of the dirtiest team fight that you'll see late.
It is ridiculous. And yeah, it's kind of going to sound a little bit like game number 1, but the course has kind of run for CDUB. Like, you did not want to get to this stage in this game. And now that you're here, what's your plan? Like, what's your attack angle? How do you even start a fight in a meaningful way? You can't jump the backline, because the only backline jump you have is Primal Beast, which is super telegraphed and needs to charge into absolute mayhem to even do anything. You can't jump the Medusa. She's way too tanky. She has Shallow Grave and insane AoE control behind her. So, but they're gonna make you. So pick your poison, you know?
No Fortify online.
Rises
Not for quite a while, in fact.
Right,
Mark is going to go in really deep. He's going to get sheeped, but you can see the Dispel coming out from Sea Lion. The Mark gets broken, and now he just has to walk away in shame. So full Rax was taken mid already, and the siege continues despite not having the Aegis. We won't know about Roche for another 30 seconds.
I genuinely have no idea how Radiant approached this strategically. Like,
look at Mark. Look at his hero.
So
look
tough.
at the animation on him. He's just stuck in his stun animation all the time. There's the Electric Vortex Aghanim Scepter onto 2, but the Guardian Angel Black Hole only connecting onto the Omni Knight, so not the best. And they're actually going to delete the Dazzle, so no save this time around as Monster getting focused by Double King. So a nice fight so far for CDUB. Atuf getting quite low, but you can see Troll ends up getting taken out by Soul. Pulverize going to do a little bit, but Flea and company going to be able to focus down Mark in all likelihood. And again, the Medusa has been ignored, as she should be, because she is impossible to deal with. Double kill for Rises, but despite getting 2 nice kills, Alpha still come out on top.
Despite a whiffed black hole that only hits an Omni that used all spells and killing Dazzle absolute first, they still lost the fight. I think this time around they even got a bit of help from Alpha mis-executing, and it still wasn't enough. That just goes to show how grim it is at this point strategically, right? I don't think they could have dreamed up that kind of initiation because it was dependent on Alpha making mistakes too. And even though that's the perfect storm for them, well, I guess the perfect storm's on the other team, you know? 10-0 and 13. Rolling with it.
Yeah, the tier 4s are dead. Ancient exposed. No buybacks on the Primal Beast or Troll. Will they have enough damage to take this out right here, right now, or will there be another fight to come? It's already at half HP. Sexy Fat, no Exorcism to work with. And now they just continue to focus the Ancient. Silence comes out. Now all 5 are available, so a little bit of a reset from Alpha, just to make sure they don't throw the lead here. There's Electric Vortex onto 2. Primal Beast coming in, does clip the Storm Spirit, but he's able to zip away before a Pulverize can come. Buyback onto 2, but they're just going to focus down the racks. Rises with that Stone Gaze, just needs to right-click that Ancient with some of his team, but he can kill off heroes while he's doing it. The triple kill for Rises, soon to be 4 as Double King getting extremely low. Stays alive a little bit longer thanks to the Battle Shots, but the Echo Slam to close the book into the Rampage for Rises. GG to Alpha as they 2-0 CDUB out of the tournament.
Yeah, they were the better team in this game. I think both games, I think their drafts overall were more stable, and it took for CDUB to play really excellent Dota in order to be able to win either of the game, and they just slipped up in both games. They made crucial